Thank you. My name is Natasha Fennell. I'm actually from the west of Ireland. It's Connemara Húsma. And I grew up in Connemara and then went to school in Galway. And I'm now living in Dublin and I run a company called Stillwater. My two colleagues, Rebecca Bury and Aoife Kelly-Cooney, are on the call with me this morning. And this morning is about a collaboration that we pulled together out of the insights and the experiences that we have had coming out of COVID in trying to bring hybrid into workplaces for so many companies. It's so much more complex than what we realized it was. This is on the left has been us, for so long. And it's over 2 years now. And for ages when we were at home at the beginning, we were like, I can't wait to go back to the office. It was very hard to get used to it. But then as the months went on and the longer it got, the harder it was, and maybe the appetite was lost for many for going back to the office, or indeed trying to figure out what the best model was, what the best solution was. And there was a lot of stop and start. And the front runner at the moment, as we know, is hybrid. Now, there's actually really no science behind this model. We can find out who actually came up with it originally, but the 4-3-2-1, that balance of at home and in the office seems to be the one that's the front runner. But the challenge is, as we're all finding out and we're all trying to figure it out, is that no one size fits all. And that is key to this. So context is everything. And as we know, there's been so much research done, not only in Ireland, but across the globe, on establishing what people want and where people are at with regard to remote working or hybrid working or appetite for going back to the office. And this survey that was done by Remote Working in Ireland, it was actually done by NUIG in Galway, your good selves in the West. And what came out of that research was that 53% of all those people surveyed, these are all people that are remote working, of all of those people surveyed, said they wanted to stay at home all of the time. So don't want to go back into an office. But yet at the same time, 42% said they wanted to go into the office sometimes. So trying to find that balance, between what people want and also people, like I said a few minutes ago, people kind of got used to home. Even though they were working out of bedrooms, one of our own clients is working out of her bathroom because the acoustics are best there. They've actually, a lot of people have settled into that mode. So then trying to get them back is a whole new challenge. And this does feel, and there's no doubt about it, it feels like the biggest challenge that our working lives have ever had. And it is in our lifetime. Not only have we changed, the world of work has changed, and therefore the way we need to lead also needs to change. So an in-person in work, in an office, in-person work, let's say, the characteristics we would have really valued would have been the charismatic leader, the motivational leader, the confident leader, and a person who has presence, But actually in a virtual world, what we look for and what's been noticeable during the pandemic is that in a virtual world, being goal-orientated, being productive. Like productivity has been mentioned a lot. With regard to COVID, I'm as productive at home as I am in the office. Dependable, people who will turn up. And of course, connectors, people who will not only connect with you, but help you connect with other people in the organization so that you're actually not isolated. And it's interesting because these are things that we need, skills, traits, characteristics that we need to adopt and that we need to adapt to in order to adjust to this new world. As employees are coming back to the office, the recurring question that they're asking is, why am I here? What am I doing here? And it really is that, because it is about how do you make the office a tool? How do you use it as a tool, as a place that is purposeful? And a lot of thought has to be put into that. And that's where storytelling comes in. And that's what we're here to talk about today. A strong narrative explaining the why of your decisions regarding hybrid will help you make a compelling case. So what I'm saying is a story with a unified purpose that pulls us all together as to the why you're in the office, why you're bringing us back, the why of the decisions we're making, why this hybrid model. So a lot of the research, and Angela, I was listening to you there, you did all your homework. A lot of the research that has been done is about the what and the how and the when. But very little has been done about the why. And that's where the challenge is for companies. So in order to tackle that, and in order to actually deliver a solution to businesses we're working with, we came up with this model, which is called the Discover, Develop, and Deliver model. And the Discover is about listening to people, to your people, doing research, really listening to where they're at, as opposed to where you think they should be at. And it's taking their insights and their thoughts and their fears, but also to get into the why, what they've missed about the office, what they would like the office to be when they go in, what they see as the role of the office when they turn up, and the why that they feel that the office will add value to their working lives. So that's the discovery phase, listening, doing all the research. So it's not just about the what and the how, it's also about the why. And then develop, what we do is we take a group of people from that cross-representation of a business, small, big, or large, and really listen to that research, and that informs the narrative, it informs the story. It informs that piece of communication that's going to be cascaded right across the organization. And then the final part is delivery. And that's about, who delivers this throughout the organization? Where does it start? Normally it starts with the CEO or a leader within the business, and then it's cascaded down to the organization. The world of work has changed. But you know what? Most importantly, so have we. We've all changed. And so remember, that not one single person who re-enters the office over the next few months is the same as the one who left. And that's a profound statement, because we've all had experiences in our lives where it has changed us, whether we got married, whether we bought a house, whether we had somebody who died, whether we got an illness. But this is the one thing that we all have in common. And weirdly, there's comfort in that.